Hello. In this video, I'm going to go over how you can make $10,000 plus as an artist with a creative career doing something that you absolutely love. If you watch any type of YouTube videos, you're gonna notice they all say build audience and have a social media following. Here's the thing, having a million subscribers, and I know people who have millions of subscribers and make less than $5,000 a month despite their extremely large audience, and I know people with less than 5,000 subscribers who literally make over 100K a month. Your social media following doesn't matter as much as how you're monetizing and the processes that you put in place to create money. When you are thinking about how to monetize your creative career and become an artist and do something that you absolutely love, you really have to think about that monetization strategy and how you're going to get to that $10,000 a month. A common thing is to think about the paycheck mentality, and the paycheck mentality is basically you're trading your time for hours. You have an hour to get to maybe $10,000 a month working maybe part-time or something like that. Whereas if you want to be successful in a creative career such as becoming an artist and not have a 9-to-5 grind that squashes your creativity, you're going to want to think in terms of products and how many products you need to sell to get to that $10,000. In the business world, when it comes to products and making $10,000, there are three main types of pricing categories, and each one requires a little bit different sales and marketing process. To keep things simple, it can be broken down into low-priced products from $0 to $500. It can be medium-priced products from $500 to $2,500. And then there's high-priced products that are $2,500 and above. Let's start with the lower-priced products from $0 to $500. What are some things that you could sell and make money as an artist? The first one is you could sell your art prints. This is what I see a lot of. People sell their art prints for $25 to $200, $300. You could also create an Etsy shop full of different types of physical merchandise, such as your blankets and enamel pins, iPhone covers, iPads, and things of that sort with all of your artwork on different types of things. If people really like it, maybe they will buy that, and you can make money on that with also print on demand. You could also do digital art downloads where you just sell the digital copy of your file and people can go out and print that themselves. You could sell an online mini course or partner up with Skillshare and sell a course on their platform. There's also Udemy. You could sell it to your audience, and usually these are from $0 to $500. For this price range, you're not really offering a transformation. It's just a lower ticket. You could also do paint nights in your local community. People always overlook their local community. Everyone wants an online business, but I guarantee there's probably plenty of people who would love to do a paint night and wine. You could charge $200 to $300 for these if it's really a high-end luxury experience. People would love to absolutely come and do that. You could open an art school. This requires a lot of high technical skill if you're going to teach other people the basics. An example of this is the Art Studios by Kevin Murphy, and he's basically people who go through his program can open up an art school in their local community. And so the average pricing is around $175 a month. So you need about 75 people to make $10,000 a month with this and to cover all of your costs. 75 people is not a lot of people to get to go through an experience that is really equivalent to an art degree, which costs like $30,000 a semester, which is absolutely mind-blowing. You could sell templates for your artist business or things or problems that you have solved. You could sell this item. So some really big cons to a low price product is number one, you need a ton of traffic. So if you think you are just going to sell a $60, $70, $80, $500 product with absolutely no audience, it's actually very difficult to do. You're going to need an audience for this price point. Another con to this is you need to have really good marketing skills and sales skills, because while people will impulse buy, sometimes you do need an email list to let them know what exactly is going on. You need to learn copywriting, how to do launches, the skill level to sell low-priced products is actually high, believe it or not. The next really big con to low-priced products is there's an insane amount of competition. If you look around, everyone is selling things on Etsy. They all have $50 to $500 courses. They have tons of art prints and things of that sort. Some really good pros is a lot of people will impulse buy these things. The sales process is a lot shorter than, say, a higher priced ticket. If you're completely new to your creative career, this isn't really the best place to start if you don't have an audience, because you're not going to make any significant amount of money. For instance, you would need 150 people to buy your $67 product, and doing that is not an easy task, especially at a 1 to 3% conversion rate. So you would need like 1,500 leads per month to make $10,000, which is a lot. The next category when it comes to creating products so you can make $10,000 in your creative career and become an artist is medium priced products. And this is $500 to $2,500, $3,000. Some ideas for this is you could create an art subscription box with original work, in where you send people quarterly a piece of art that you have been creating. You could probably charge $1,500 to $2,500 a year, and it's something people could gift their loved ones, which would be absolutely phenomenal. And also, you know that for a year they're going to pay you that much. You only need about 50 people at $2,500 to make $10,000 a month. And then you could just spend your time painting and doing things of that sort. And then you don't have to worry about selling individual things, and people love to have surprises and random artwork, and it would just be a joy to get. You could also just do an art subscription box where you send maybe children's supplies or something where people could potentially purchase this for their child, and then every month they get a new activity to improve their art skills. You could definitely charge $500 to $600 a year, and if it's really cool, maybe even $100 a year. So at $600, you would need about a year. You would need about 200 people to subscribe to your subscription box. So that is a completely doable thing. And then for a monthly average, you would need about 17 people per month to sign up to make a livable income of $10,000 a month of being an artist. Compare that to the $67 course that you're selling, and you would need 149 people to sign up, which is way harder to do and a lot more work. Another really good medium priced product that you could do is you could create art tours around the world. If you really like to learn about art and then go into the creative side of this, is a great, people will gladly pay $2,000 to $3,000 for a 2 to 3 day trip that you plan out for them, and you book their hotels and all of that. I don't see many people doing this, and there's definitely a demand for art travel and art tours. But if you think about it, you need at $2,000, you need about 5 people per month to make that $10,000. So you would need 4 people per month for 2 to 3 days, right? Contrast that to the 149 people you would need to get to sign up for your $67 product. Way, way, way easier to do the art tour. Next, you could do small custom commissions. If you're a painter or you want to become a potter or something like that, you could definitely do small commissions for $1,000 to $2,000. They don't take up that much of your time, and you could do in 2 to 3 days. This could definitely turn into a production problem. So you would need at $3,000 to do at least 3 or 4 paintings a month. It could take up a lot of your time. If you keep them small, maybe you could finish them in a day or 2. It would only take up about a week of the month for you to make a livable income, and then the other 3 weeks you could do whatever your heart desired. The next one is an art retreat for a weekend or 3 days that you put on, that maybe people tap into their creativity and do embodiment work. And these retreats, believe it or not, I mean, if you're just starting out, definitely you can charge $2,000 to $3,000. But I have seen some of these intensive retreats go for $10,000. Believe this or not, this is a completely thing. But The next is you could do an online course, but the online course has to be a transformation if you're going to sell it for really high ticket. For instance, there's Evolve Artist. He charges $2,500 to get pro art skills in 12 months. Now here you're competing directly with the colleges, so it's not that hard of a sell, especially if you're offering a transformation, like create beautiful paintings with watercolor. I personally know a guy who makes like 50 grand a month teaching people how to do watercolor because that's what brings them joy, so people are willing to pay high ticket prices to learn how to do this. Some pros to medium price products is it's really good for beginners. For instance, when I started my other business, Upskill to Cyber, I was actually extremely afraid to charge $2,000. It was like a big jump. I was thinking of like a $30 course or something like that. So $2,000 is something that I could jump to. It's not a lot of money. You may think it is, but there are people who would be more than glad to pay it. It's hard to think of what you could sell for $5,000 for 30 days of your time, especially if you're really in that paycheck mentality. Oh, $5,000, I need to work this many hours to make that $5,000. But in reality, you could charge $5,000 for legitimately just a week-long retreat doing something that you really like. Or you could charge $5,000 for 30 days of coaching where that person could improve in a short, rapid time. People will pay for quicker results. Some cons to this is it has the downsides of a low price product, meaning you still have to get quite a few leads to make $10,000 a month, but it also has the con of it being a little bit more difficult to sell in terms of people getting to commit to this $2,500 product. The next one is high priced products. This is a great way to go, and these are $2,500 and up. And so some great ideas that you could do here is you could do a commissioned art series and sell a painting for $5,000. Maybe your skill does need to be a little bit higher to do this, but there are 100% people in the world who would pay $5,000 for a beautiful painting. You could also do an artist residency experience. I've actually looked into some of these. Basically, you go for two weeks somewhere, and then you study underneath an apprenticeship and really see what a day in the life of an artist is like. These can definitely go for $5,000, $6,000. So really, 2 people, 3 people a month will make you $10,000 and also cover your living expenses. You could create high-end collectible art where you have collectors and they just love your art and they lavishly will pay $10,000, $15,000 a painting. This 100% exists in the world. You could do mentorship and coaching packages. I have paid $10,000 for a mentor before. There are people who would be willing to pay you $10,000 for your art expertise and helping them get better at painting. So painting and coaching are extremely helpful to people. You can also charge a lot of money for it. You could also do art travel experiences. People love paying for experiences more than they really like paying for paintings and courses and all of that. Really, people just like to go out and explore the world. This is actually what I'm going to do. I've seen for maybe mid-ticket, $4,000 per 1 week. But if you do a more luxury, high-end experience, you could definitely charge $6,000 to $8,000 for these trips. People love to have experiences. If you take care of all the details for them and they just get to show up, people will gladly pay for that. Next is you could do licensing. So this really depends on the company, but you can license out your artwork and leverage your artwork to different types of companies. Now this, you could definitely charge over $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and upwards. This is a little bit maybe more difficult because to make 10, you would need to make $120,000 a year. So maybe you would get 2 to 3 deals per year, depending on the company and your artwork, of course, and what kind of niche you're in. The next one is corporate art deals. So corporate has a large budget for art. And if you can get one of these art deals, you can be lavishly rewarded. A lot of people may not like the art, like corporate world, like they're selling out, but honestly, you are doing a service. Think about how dull corporate life is. And then if your art is there and people can look at it, it does bring joy to those workers that may hate their job and life. I wouldn't be afraid of selling out. You do need to make money. That could actually become a source of creativity because honestly, you're creating something out of nothing. The con to higher priced products is they are more difficult to sell. So you only need about to sell 2 $5,000 paintings per month to make $10,000, or you only need 2 people to sign up for your luxury travel to make $10,000 a month. The thing with it is it does have a longer sales process because the risk is higher. If you don't have an established reputation, it can be a little bit hard to get started. But over time, when you gain that reputation and because you have the money to provide those great experiences, you don't have to cut back and you can lavishly help your customers have a great experience, have a great product in painting, and really just get those really good reviews. This is actually really hard to do with lower price products because you're more of a commodity. So also a pro is that you get money quickly, and so you're able to keep going on. Another pro is you don't need social media because number one, you can run advertising if you want. Number two, you could just do cold calling and get 2 or 3 people and you would be good. Low priced products, in my opinion, are the hardest and need the most skill to sell. But the high priced ones, you do need maybe to have better communication skills, position your product a little bit better. Those are my ways that you can make $10,000 plus as an artist doing something you love in a creative career. You don't have to be stuck in a job that you hate for the rest of your life. Internet is the new land of opportunity. And if you're interested, I do have a free masterclass below that basically just walks you step by step on everything I wish I knew when I was trying to escape the 9-to-5 life. This will save you tons of time. Make sure to go check that out. Again, below in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.